Oh, it automatically started on its own. Okay. All right, that's cool. All right. Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna be here for about an hour, so I'm just gonna stream whatever since I'm not gonna be doing the comic today. So we'll see how that goes. So how's it going, everybody? I hope you had a good weekend, and hopefully the week goes better for y'all as well. So here we go. If anybody wants to join me in live chat, just let me know, and I can join in on our Discord uh, chat, voice chat. Just let me know. Hey, how's it going, Luke? Uh, please make note that I may be a little slow to answering people since I don't have another uh, moderator to tell me, hey, Daniel, look, someone's asking you a question. Oh, okay. How's it going, man? Wow, there's a small crowd today. How's it going, everybody? Uh, Probably not that quick. This is just me building the what I'm the pro. I guess the outline idea. I am actually thinking of opening a Redbubble or something to that effect to sell digital art. And so I'm thinking of kind of making like an image series of uh, battle babes, kind of like battle hardened babes and. Hey DJ, like I said, just let me know if you guys want to. If you're on my server, I can let you know, we can jump into a voice chat and just see battle babes. Hopefully that's not a name that's taken. It's gonna make a battle babe series of images. TM. Trademark. So I'm trying to think of a background. So I'm thinking trees. Alright. Alright, hang on. I'm gonna have to. Give me a sec here. I'm turning off music and putting it back on. Alright. Alright, so we have somebody joining on our Discord stream. and I am trying to go back and
Hey,
forth.
man.
Hey, what's up?
No, I'm talking to someone online. Sorry. No, I'm just saying what's up. Already you got a pretty good body going.
Yeah. Generally I do a lot of muscle babes right now. So.
Yeah, looks pretty nice, not gonna lie. You do good around the thighs, I'd say.
I'm working on it because everybody wants them thighs at this point. It's like, hey, she's gotta have thighs, man. It's like she has thighs,
And
abs, and boobs. It's like, okay.
I'm gonna
Hopefully,
be honest. I think, like, I'd be honest at saying that most men love the thighs and ass. You know.
yeah, pretty much. So, so, and this one she's just gonna have big axes. Like,
What's it called? I always used to think it was really cool having giant swords and axes and whatnot.
yeah, it's pretty unrealistic, but it's fun to have. How's it going, the new person?
What's it called? I got to see one, like a normal like war axe
Mm-hmm.
used in combat at the Renaissance Fair,
Yeah,
and that thing is
uh, uh, generally they're not that huge. They're like a big, nice big axe. The head is generally about the size of a maybe about the size of a sewer. No, not a sewer. I'm sorry. A trash can lid. Uh,
yeah.
may- uh,
What's it called? That was the thing though. Like it was about that size, and when I lifted it up, it was like one of the heaviest things I tried to lift. It was supposed to be one-handed.
yeah, yeah. I
Have,
mean,
have
hmm?
heaviest things you've lifted lately? Yeah, an L-shaped desk. Sorry, I couldn't help it. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, that's actually the heaviest thing I've lifted. Is no, actually, I take it back. The heaviest thing I've lifted is a washing machine, a fridge, and my own desk. My desk is an L-shaped desk, and it's like,
Yeah, that's a good collection of heavy stuff.
and I was like, oh hey, can you lift
Other
this? No, no, not really.
other than getting your work done.
Oh right, I know.
I, I honestly, I'm sore after this
Hmm.
last week. Very sore.
You okay, man?
It hurts. It all hurts.
Yeah. Oh, today's been a great day. There's actually 5 people watching. How's it going, guys? If you like what you're seeing, like and subscribe. And then yeah, I should have googled to see about it. I picked this little title here, Battle Babes. It's like make a series of images of babes who do battle.
It's a good search term.
Yeah.
Very creative.
Yeah, probably not, but
What's it called? I think one of the most narcissistic things I've ever done was Google myself.
I've done it once. and I've
Everybody's
and I
done
found a
that.
hmm?
Everybody's done that.
I just
I
want
find out.
hmm?
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just curiosity killed the cat, but the satisfaction brought it back. But and so I looked, and there was like 500, 500 people or more was my name, was my full name. I was like, okay, whatever. Let's see.
Well, Spanish last names are pretty common down south.
Fair enough. No, I
When
mean,
when you look up north and you look at the Andersons, you look at the names from Norwegians and Germans.
mhm.
There are a few pages, but then you go look at the Dallas or Fort Worth phone book and you find out no. I was like, that's a lot of people.
I guess
10 pages of one last name or more, right?
yeah. Well, I mean, because Daniel is a Hebrew name, Hebrew name. Sorry,
Very common
it's
first name.
it's so
Yes.
it's so common. It's not funny. You know, you can find thousands of Daniels. It's like it's never ending.
More like millions.
Yeah, and then for those in my server on Discord, I'll be working on random projects this week. So it'll be my project, other people's projects. I know I have something for Grin I needed to do, and so a lot of it's gonna be personal project stuff this week. But I will try to sneak in everybody else's stuff too. And then so what I'm trying to do is unback myself, but also at the same time I need to do stuff for myself too.
Good luck with all that.
I know. It's like people keep telling me, "Good luck, sir." Thanks. That
Well,
helps.
no, I've talked with Cal. I understand how difficult it can be.
Yeah, it can get, especially when you're
Hey,
so I think my idea is to try and break out of my comfort zone and try to do more stuff for myself. So try to sell stuff.
Definitely expand.
Mm-hmm.
Do things differently. Those
Yeah.
are good choices.
Yeah, because that way I'm no longer well, not no longer, but it'll be less people waiting on stuff and more just me getting things done for getting stuff done.
And if people like what you're producing,
Yeah.
you can definitely shift more and more to that.
Mm-hmm.
It can work out.
Yeah.
We've seen it from quite a few different artists over the years.
Yeah.
But that is the difference between, commissions and full-time,
yeah.
work as a comic artist.
Yeah. I mean, because I still have my creative project, and because this week what I was gonna do, I was gonna work on volume, do the rough layouts for volume 2 and 3 of Detective Mew's comic, and then I was gonna start the other series, my Space Hero series, and try and get those at least the first 2 volumes. Because what I think what I need, because I was realizing was Detective Muse, is that I was trying to make it from point A to point B without putting anything in between, real substance in between. And so the idea was to try and at least explain the bad guy a little bit more than just this person's a bad person. You know what I mean?
So, like, what are you hoping the villain to do in order to make it more serious?
Yeah, make a more serious comic. It's still gonna be more half laughs and humor and stuff like that. It's just like that's.
You're not gonna orchestrate an assassination?
No.
Alright,
Yeah.
that's fair. Because, like, the most serious thing I think you can do is, like, orchestrate an assassination for, like, an elected official. I don't know.
No, thank you. No, I don't do politics, and I don't go near it. It's like
I wouldn't
humor,
suggest that
dark humor.
topic.
yeah, I wouldn't do that on here anyway. You can, that's like liable to flag YouTube, and YouTube will kick me off.
That's more
Oh, dang. I'm
controversial than you want,
Yeah.
I would say. The last thing you need is, millions of people just hating on you.
For no reason.
It's hard enough to deal with trolls.
Yeah,
Like
I know.
this.
I've had people come up and like, "Oh, what would?" It's like, "Look, dude, it's like this is why I don't deal with politics." It's like,
One thing I noticed is that whenever there's like 1 million people hating you, there's like a great chunk of people that would like die for you.
mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just
It can get wild.
yeah.
Sheeple.
Exactly.
And then let's see. Let's see here. Yeah,
They're not Batman.
and yeah, Batman's getting way too much attention. It's like, yeah, he's more now. He's just about as oversaturated as Wolverine is, I think, at this point.
That's a fair point.
It's like,
Oh, what's it called?
oh,
Well,
Batman
I
can
just
do
say,
this,
like-
and Batman can do no, fucker, he can't do that. It's like, Batman used
Who
to.
is
Batman used to be a street level character, and then I don't know, somewhere down the line he got promoted to being able to take down everybody, including the Justice League. I was like, the hell happened here? You know,
Well, his idea was like a concept of man against God, that with intelligence and determination you could take on anything. It's sort of why he became popular.
Yeah, a little too.
It was because he was just human, but that stretched out really,
really crazy.
Yeah.
Affleck. Batman.
Oh man. Poor Affleck. He's just getting nothing but stone when he does superhero characters. I remember when he did Daredevil and everybody hated him for that shit.
I mean, the Daredevil and the Elektra movies weren't great. They were just mediocre.
They were terrible, man. like there's no excuse
but
for
it's
this
like
shit.
they did something. They did something. They didn't do nothing. They did something.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Daredevil was an okay try. Elektra was like, what the hell? What are you thinking? Why did you do this? Why?
I watch a lot of horrible movies. Some of them are done by Michael Bay.
Bay is only good at exploding crap. It's like, why did you give him Transformers? You could have gotten anybody else. Hell, at this point, you might as well give it to John Favreau. He will actually save everything.
Well, the first Transformers I actually liked. I would vouch for that one.
It's more believable.
20 was weird as hell.
It's more believable that the pyramids are a landing site for alien spaceships than a special weapon.
Yeah.
No, like, honestly, I went to, what's it called, History Channel with a new perspective after Michael Bay did his theory.
So you finally understand the truth of ancient aliens.
Oh, gosh. That show is crazy.
Yeah, I know. I mean, if Michael Bay jumped the shark so hard, the shark went to the hell?
I'm not telling you it's alien, but it was
aliens.
You know, the irony is, one of the things I've been confused about for years is how do they transport megatons of rock? Apparently, you can build a pretty large a boat made out of reeds, and you can float a lot of tons to move something from place to place. Then you got to pull it a ways.
Yeah, pretty much.
Apparently, that's how these megalith structures were formed. I'm like, why the fuck would you spend that much effort?
Because you can.
I mean, there are other mysteries. I'm not going to get into it. I mean, it's more interesting watching someone like Mike Rowe, with Dirty Jobs, about how our society sticks together because someone's willing to do that other job.
Yeah, pretty much.
You want plumbing that works? You want your power on? You want to eat something?
Yeah, pretty much.
Those are my favorite jobs. It's the jobs that's like no one else wants to do.
And you'll get paid for it. You'll get paid money for it, but it's like the absolute worst fucking job.
And some of them pay well. Apparently, the people that pick up our garbage are paid better than, someone at McDonald's.
Well, originally McDonald's was supposed to be like for the first job ever type deal. That was the original. How many employers saw it was that essentially McDonald's is like that first dip into the working force without having to shock the living dentist out of the kid working his first job. That's how I saw it. And then you just then people are just like, no, we need to make $15 an hour for flipping burgers. Okay, dude.
Well, if somebody's 40 years old and they're still flipping burgers, then they probably should be paid something that they can live on.
Well, not just
but
that.
But for somebody under 18, under 25, maybe not. And I think age should play into that.
Yeah, I mean, My thing is if you're flipping burgers, if
Circumstances.
you're 40 years old and you're flipping burgers, dude, come on, man. Yeah, but you know, it's like
you're still trying to get your big ass badass comic book out the door.
true. You know,
Right?
but I'm not complaining. I'm trying not to complain to
No,
anybody.
but you're trying to work on it, and I get that.
Yeah. So
But that's the thing is some people can't. They just can't.
Yeah.
And they need to be able to live, and that's where the problem comes.
Yeah.
I'm not judging.
But we're
I'm not judging. I'm just stating.
Yeah, I know. We don't have to go there. But now that I think about it.
So, who you making?
Random. I was thinking
The one with the axe, right?
Yeah. No, it's just. So, I think the idea, my idea was like to make like maybe it look like a small catalog of characters, the female characters that are badass and call it Battle Babes and make a calendar out of it or something like that. Well, not a calendar, but like a small poster.
You need your pantheon.
Mm-hmm.
Your pantheon.
Yeah.
It's a group. They may or may not be gods.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's just me having fun. And then mainly because I'm gonna try and leave my comic offline for as long as I can until I put it on. That way, no one gets spoiled. And I'm still seeing into like Subscribestar as the alternative to it for it, so I can keep my Patreon separate from everything else. And then so I figure and I was gonna see about going trying Redbubble again and see about selling art that way, because I can't really do all the shipping and handling and printing and stuff because I just don't have the money for that. It's like, yeah.
Well, you need a business type person to help you.
Yeah.
We'll put that on Cal. Just kidding. But I mean, that is one of the things about having a business is that you do need other people to help.
Yeah.
There's a certain point of limitation.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you're older like me, so I get that.
Mm-hmm. Just like, trying to figure out, like, trying to point A from point B is like, so I'm just looking at stuff, trying to figure out what would work, what wouldn't work, and see how to go about it. So I'll probably be doing this in some limited colors. I am the world's slowest colorist. Jeez. Hey, Lilith. Yep. She has arms for it too. Yeah. So when I get my comic up and going, it's. Right now, what I'm still debating is if I should do it as a webcomic or I should do like a Kickstarter PDF. I mean, like it was a PDF for it or something.
You kind of need to do some exposure as part of an online comic, and typically what they do is they do a sequence online, and then you get the book printed and people buy your book.
Yeah. So I'm thinking
that's the most common, but you can go the other way around too and try to get people to buy the item first, and then you can switch the other way eventually. It's up to you.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like debating on it. It's like, you know what? It may be just more prudent to keep it as a webcomic.
It might be hard to get to a full product fast enough to.
Yeah, I mean, because
you're trying to spark interest, is what you're trying to do, correct?
True. Yes.
Yeah, and that's really where the argument comes from.
Yeah.
And Do you have other webcomic artists that you've talked with?
No, not really. I know other people who've had Kickstarters and either have not been successful or they've been successful. Um,
Well,
because
well,
I know one.
the
Because I know one dude. He did Odestein. It was on Kickstarter. I don't know if anybody followed it. I think it was Kickstarter or Indiegogo. I think it was Kickstarter. And then another one was Lone Wolf, and that one was on Indiegogo, I think. They're all having problems with shipping, especially now with the pandemic stuff going on.
well, definitely shipping is currently a problem, and I definitely understand that. I guess what I'm trying to get at is, from what I've seen from the webcomics I've been interested in over the years,
Mm-hmm.
they posted their art online for many, many years, accessible to everybody
Mm-hmm.
as a webcomic, and eventually they started creating book or
Yeah.
manga that they produce and they ship out. And if people don't know who you are,
Yeah, it's not gonna.
that's the biggest piece. So part of the problem is yeah, you don't want. I mean, there's always going to be people that steal,
Mm-hmm.
and I've heard this from other artists. But if you're doing a web comic, a Kickstarter, I don't think. Yeah, it's going to get you some money, but
Yeah, but it's not gonna
you
be.
then you're under pressure to produce a product.
Yeah.
Versus you produce several pages and the word gets out, people will share,
Mm-hmm.
and eventually you get a big enough following that you're able to say you're producing a book
Mm-hmm.
of series 1, 2, or 3, and people buy it.
Right. Because.
And
Mhm.
not everybody's going to buy it, but a percentage of them will.
Yeah, because I'm just like it's like I've told other creators I am under no illusion I'm gonna make 50 grand, 60 grand, 100 grand. I'm under no freaking illusion I'm gonna make that kind of money.
No, but you got to start somewhere, and the biggest problem for artists is exposure.
Mm-hmm. Oh
And
yeah.
this is why I think you need to talk with other artists that have been in this
that have been in
situation.
Yeah, because
I may not be correct in that. I'm just telling you that, yeah, you can get a big payday from Kickstarter,
mm-hmm.
but then you're obligated to produce X, right?
Yeah, more like more stuff, and especially because I think the biggest project I've seen that's done so well right now is Cayenne America. Right now they're on
like
3.
to talk about them, yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about them last time on Lorenzo's show, and the thing is that help me out here. Is that they got volume 1 out, they got volume 2 out. So I got 1 and 2, and I put down for 3, and they're already working on a 4. But usually what they do is that they have the product already, like I say, already done and ready to go, and it's in full colors and everything. And the thing is, I am too slow with colors.
How many people are working on that project?
I think that it's the artist and the writer, but they're using a print company. I think it was called API, something like that.
Well, the print company, I don't know if they're doing layouts for them or what. Are they doing layouts? Or are they doing the page?
I'm not certain. Let's see. Let me hang on. Let me find the link for this thing. It's like It's called API Print Productions.
The thing is I know a few artists, and one of them is a gentleman called Christopher Jones.
Mm-hmm.
He did artist stuff for conventions and other things for years, and he finally got an in, ironically, with Batman. So if you've seen some of the newer Batman comics, he's actually one of the guys doing the original art.
Cool.
he moved from here out to California to do that.
Oh, California's expensive. It's like, oh, you need
But
to move to California.
here's the thing, though. You want to do your own thing, right? Most
Yeah.
artists do. He wanted to break into the comic book industry. That's what his goal was.
Yeah.
So he achieved it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the point is you got to figure out what your goals are, what you want to achieve, how you want to do it.
Yeah.
And you need to definitely talk with as many artists as you can.
Yeah, true.
Not me.
No, well,
That's all I'm saying.
well, it's not just artistic people. It also has to be, it also has to be business savvy people as well. Because
You
as
need
far
a
as
combination of people, yes.
yeah, because as far as business stuff is concerned, I tend to kind of lack. So it's like, so I was looking at Redbubble and it's like, well, maybe I should send this to CJ because CJ does a lot with business stuff. So I figured, you know what, I'm gonna send it to CJ. I'm gonna send this link to CJ, see what he thinks. You know, if I can maintain a profit off of that, you know, then that's what I'm gonna do. And that way, you can put this like on a poster or something more awesome, and like a cup and what have you. Because I did it earlier, but I didn't really put any more really effort into it, and I should have. And so I'm doing that now, I guess. And then and so it's just a matter of getting, like I say, getting everything into gear. And again, it's like the biggest thing is just, you know, putting the effort into it. And it's like, so I need to put more effort into everything I'm doing, and that includes getting my freaking work done. And then because the more I get stuff done, the better I'm off, and the better people are happy, and so on and so forth. So you know, that's me admitting I suck at bingo is my time. And then, so that's always been the work in progress, is, you know, freaking get my
No, and I definitely understand that. I mean, I do my job at work every day, and after work, I try to do other things like build a new computer, put a desk together. But for months, I ain't doing shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And to be fair, being an artist is definitely more than a full-time job.
Mm-hmm.
How do you get service?
Doesn't that thing produce service?
What?
Wi-Fi, but apparently.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. You, okay. I think you put himself on mute.
That's why I click mute a lot.
Sorry.
No,
you're
don't.
good, man.
You know, you don't have to apologize. It just happens.
Yeah, stuff happens.
No, it's. Trust me, my coworkers don't understand the concept of the mute button. I hear everything, every kid, every language translation, every scream, every drop of the mouse, headset, you name it.
Like, yeah, you'll hear people go, "That freaking never."
All of my breathing. I mean,
Right.
it's like, no, I just have to mute myself, and I understand from an artist perspective, you got to be able to do the work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'll probably get a new headset at some point here.
Yeah, I know, because if you ever heard Giz's headphones, you,
Yeah.
I'm like, sometimes it sounds like I'm listening to Darth Vader.
It definitely, that's what happens.
Like, dude, get a new mic. We need to start your GoFundMe and get you a better headset, man.
And now I'm making noise. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good, man.
No, I mean, I have to get a new headset because this one currently, the right headpiece, broken. The covering on the earpiece, falling apart. It's literally shedding.
I'm gonna put the thumb here. This looks kind of weird.
You go look at headphones for gaming.
Mm-hmm.
$200+.
Oh yeah.
A lot of them are over 400. I'm like, what? It's freaking headphone.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be noise canceling. I don't give a crap if it's noise canceling. It needs to be.
I don't want someone showing up behind me surprising me though.
Yeah, I know. It's like all of a sudden I'm gonna be missing a head or something. It's like ah, dude.
The only one.
Still, and it's like, oh,
We lost him.
He'll come back. They all do. Not kidding. Yeah, he's done that a few times. He's on and then he'll disappear, like ninja vanish. Dude.
Well, I tend to drop off after a while myself.
Right.
Besides, you're supposed to be drawing.
Yeah, I know, but it's like I'm one of those like can try and do both. Multitask. The art of screwing up all at once. Yeah. So, but yeah, I was just thinking, was this I would make like a series of female badasses and try and set it that way. I just don't know if this pose is enticing enough.
It's not uncommon.
Mm-hmm. No, it's 6 concurrent viewers. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Hey, James. Yep, I am on here. Yeah, so I'm thinking an axe woman, a knight one, a magician, or a magic user, and maybe thieves and what have you. Right now I'm calling it battle babes and until I check it out. Once I checked it out, I may have to change the name for stuff just to make sure, because I don't want somebody trying to sue my ass into next Sunday. Like, hey, you're using our name. Sue. No. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, it was. I think, because I was thinking maybe some kind of like little illustration book or something, and then go from there. It's just something like this. I would still need to put. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's just because I don't I need, like I said, I would need help figuring out how much it would cost to print books, even just a little sketchbook of female characters. You know, it's like, yeah, that's me trying to figure out how to do this and do this stuff. You know, and this is like more or less the prototype. I'm you know, so this is the idea. You know, if I can think of a better idea, maybe have her like maybe in some kind of overhead swinging pose or something more, or add more to the character's design, which I actually can do here actually. But yeah, that will be the thing. Hey man, it's like a date. That's my thing, James. I can. I've been drawing female characters for a long time, so. I'm just surprised I haven't been attacked on Twitter yet. Uh-oh, I think everybody else left. DJ! Well, I mean, because I'm thinking about it. So, like, because I've done about another series of, because I've done stuff for like the, da, 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 the Inktober. It was a Kinktober. I think I did some October Inktober stuff. I just have to find the damn thing. Da, 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 da. Ah, there it is. It's like I've done that for Inktober. I can redo some of this stuff. I did that. That foot looks wrong though. No, no. I'm just saying is that because the way Twitter goes, if you do something, you're like, oh my God, you're an a-hole. Why'd you make her boobs so big? Where are her organs? You know what an art style is, right? All right. So, this is gonna be a burly redhead. Redheads.
This one's a redhead?
Yeah, this is gonna be a redhead.
Okay, Sonia.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I originally got into this type of work, I originally wanted to do Captain America, Spider-Man, even the X-Men. You know.
You didn't want to do original stuff?
When I first started out, when I got into it, and then after a while, I was like, you know what, I want to do my own stuff. You know. So here I am with that, trying to do original ideas, as original as I can get, because nowadays it's kind of hard to be a freaking original.
There is that. I definitely understand that. I mean, artists, music, theater, movies. There is a lot of interconnection.
Yeah, because I know a lot of movie studios. Because I've noticed a lot of movie studios are trying to copy the success of the Marvel universe type thing. It's like it only works.
It's not called DC.
Yeah,
you know, I find it irony that over the years they swear off, female-led heroine movies, and you finally get someone like Gal Gadot, who did Wonder Woman 1,
And then synced it on 2. I'm like, how the fuck did you do that?
It was a moderate success for 1, and 2, from what I've read, and I want to see it, even though it's like they really just kind of did backwash of bad culture from the past.
Mm-hmm.
And times are changing. I get the movie was set in 1984.
Yeah, but
so was George Orwell.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just it was just it's I don't know, it's just a lot of movies right now are tending to paint every man is a masochist, every man is a rapist, every man is a racist, or every man is this. I'm like, dude, calm down.
Not everybody matches that all the time. I mean, the thing is, I'll watch a lot of movies and a lot of TV series.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you how many bank heist or heist movies I've seen over the decades.
Mm-hmm.
They make at least 10 of them a year.
Mm-hmm. And most of them don't make sense sometimes. It's like, how the fuck did...
There's good ones and there's a lot of bad ones. And I can name other genres of concepts, but it's like I see things over and over and over and over and over.
Yeah, isn't that...
A bank heist love story.
Yeah,
Has
bank
that
heist
been
love
done?
story is like, how many times does that happen? Oh, about 11 years. About 11 times out of the year. It's like, the fuck? And then, I don't know. This is not my biggest thing. Is that there's so much stereotype in every movies and a lot of misinformation, especially when it comes to like firearms. I'm like, that's not how that works. It's like oh, because that's how, and that leaves an impression on people that like a suppressor supposedly makes the gun totally quiet. It's like, no, it doesn't. A gun when it's fired is 180 decibels. That's about the same as an airplane taking off. And it's loud. I mean, it's loud. It's enough to damage your ears if you don't have ear protection. You don't. Putting a suppressor on it will only drop it down maybe 10, 20 decibels to a point where it's reasonable for your ears. It's not going to make it like totally quiet. You can still hear it from 100 feet away. It's like...
Part of the purpose is to allow people to not understand where the shot is coming.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much they've abused that in film.
Yeah, I think that's
I have friends that are gun aficionados. They understand it a lot more than I do.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I just don't ever want to use one.
No, I mean that's nobody's pushing anybody to do anything. The thing is that again with firearms, that people have this misconception that if you put this suppressor on, it is suddenly gonna make this gun magically quiet. It's like there's about 2 other sounds that accompany that gun too. For every shot you fire, there's like more than one sound that comes out of that gun. It's quieter to kill somebody with a knife or in your hand or something. And movies don't tend to.
Are you saying you're a hitman?
No. But I'm just saying it's not quiet. A gun is not quiet. And that's the thing with a lot of movies that deal with guns with silencers, especially like John Wick, where they're walking down a subway and they're firing shots at each other and it hits nobody and nobody can hear the gun go off. It's like,
well, there's a lot of scenes in movies where people are shooting a hell of a lot of bullets and nobody gets hit.
Yeah, like you're gonna hit something. You ever see,
especially if they're standing up?
Yeah, right.
That's the one I get kind of annoyed with. It's like you're standing up in full view, you're shooting, they're shooting. You don't think you're gonna get hit?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, go ahead. Heroes shouldn't get hit, right?
Right. No, not even that.
Stormtrooper effect.
Yeah, no. There's a bit from Mass Effect. I don't know if you play video games. I don't know if you played Mass Effect.
Me?
Yes, you.
You're asking me if I played Mass Effect?
Uh-huh.
We've had at least 15 conversations on that.
Oh, yeah, my brain. Sorry, dude. There's a scene in Mass Effect that we both we should both remember. It's the
so.
we should.
As long as it's in the fourth one.
Yeah. in Mass Effect 1, there's a little part where there's this military sergeant speaking to his recruit about firing his freaking weapon out in space. It's like, I dare to assume you ignorant jackasses know that space is empty. That particular conversation in the game applies to here in real life too, because most people seem to assume that you fire a gun, it hits a wall, that's it. And like in some cases, yes, but in other cases, no. Like there you can fire a 45, it can hit one wall, go out the other end, and hit the other wall, and then go out the other end of that wall. It's just a matter of
go through, or it can ricochet. I mean, there are possibilities, yeah.
Yeah, and then it's like
you can fire 50 cal, and then the bullet can just go through like 40 walls through a kitchen refrigerator door.
Yeah, and hit your dog's ass and hit a dog's ass on the way out.
Don't worry, Indiana Jones survived the blast.
Oh goodness!
Oh good lord! I saw that.
If you're concerned, the Russians are building a suit that can handle a 50 caliber round.
Yeah. No,
tanks can't handle 50 caliber round.
I just read an article today about it.
Really?
Yeah, they're building one.
No, one thing is developing it. Another one is it actually doing its fucking job.
Who's gonna stand in front? Test it out.
Hell no.
Test it out.
Test it out. Hell no. Yeah.
It's like the fact that there's even a report about it tells me somebody caught wind of it.
Yeah, I know. It's just,
I mean, the fair thing is that there are ceramic discs for armor that we've been using since the second Gulf War, and it does reasonably stop most bullets up to a certain point.
Yeah, I mean the thing
called the Dragon armor, ironically.
Yeah, the thing is that relative to how far you are from the shot is how much I think it's gonna hit you. It's gonna hurt you with. Obviously, at point blank, it's gonna hurt like hell, and it might go through.
And you can still get shot in the arm, the shoulder, the leg,
and still bleed out and die.
Chest only. You could still die, yes.
Yeah, you can still bleed out to death. I mean, and that's another thing. Is like because I thought we only had one in each leg. We actually have 8 arteries in each leg. I'm like, good freaking god! You're gonna bleed out from getting shot in the leg. You're better off getting shot in the torso.
4 up or 8 down and 8 up?
I think it was 8 down and 8 up.
Shit.
And
that's a problem if it's that many.
Yeah, because
we have a medical doctor in the room.
Because and that's why it pisses me off when people's like, "Oh, just shoot him in the leg." There are arteries all over the body. If you hit just one of those screwballs, you're gonna die from bleeding out, and it's gonna. Oh. Yeah. So,
as you very well know, they shoot center mass because that's the easiest place to hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just the fact of military combat.
Yeah. And most people don't understand that is that it's the easiest place to hit, and particularly when you have civilians around you. You know, because if you try to shoot a leg and you miss and it hits the floor and it hits the ground, it
could ricochet.
It could ricochet. It could hit a person, or it could hit that person behind you that was an innocent bystander in everything that was being done. You don't do that. You know, it's just like, but in movies you see that happen. You're just like, oh, I'm gonna shoot this person in the leg. Pow! There's no way you made that shot, man. I don't care how good you are.
I forget the movie, the whipping bullets where it curls around something.
Wanted.
That's not how it works.
The fact that Mythbusters tried that. They try to
it was
curve the
awful.
bullet.
That was an awful episode.
It was an awful episode.
Like, this didn't work at all. Well, no shit.
Well, no shit. That's not how physics works, stupid. You're supposed to know
The
this.
spinning of the bullet doesn't spin that fucking much.
I mean, if you watch Demolition Ranch, he was absolute safety. You can call it
Demolition Ranch.
Ranch. That's the name of the show, the channel. It's a YouTube channel.
It's a channel.
Yeah, it's a YouTube channel that you can check out. And and in one episode, one of his videos episode. Well, we might as well call it an episode because that's how everything's episodic for him. He hooked up a gun to a tube, big enough for the round to escape, and he put it kind of in a loop to loop, and from a good distance away, he fired the round, and it actually went through the loop, because he was expecting it to just go straight out the tube, And then he's like, okay, I'm legitimately shocked that it actually worked. Because you would think it would just go straight, And then, so, yeah.
What was this again?
Demolition Ranch.
He shot through a tube and the bullet changed direction?
The bullet went with the curve of the I think it was a PVC pipe.
So so the bullet followed the path. Okay.
Yeah, it followed the path of what he put, and he just put a simple loop-de-loop type deal, and it
was a pretty
curved.
tight loop. What bullet was used and how tight was the loop?
He tried it all the way up to a 227 round. Damn it.
Okay.
The standard.
How long ago was this video? I've already found his channel.
I think it was a couple months ago. So it should be somewhere in 2019, 2018. So it's very far back.
It's 2021. That's not months.
I said 2018 between 2018 and 2019.
Okay, writing that down. I got to see that video.
And so
I like that these people test shit out. That's good.
But he did it from far away. So he put a setup for it. It's a do-it-yourself setup. So take that as you will.
No. I understand that he's doing his channel and doing his stunts. I mean, that's clearly obvious from the page I'm looking at right now.
Yeah.
I'm not judging.
No, I know.
He does a hoverboard. He does a real hoverboard.
So he did that shot
3 weeks ago.
He did that shot, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, I didn't expect that either, but yeah, there we go.
Well, part of the thing about testing is to consistently test repeatedly until you get a result, right?
Yeah, that's generally how science works. It's like you test that shit out until you can't test it out no more, and when all is said and done, test it some more, fucker.
You test it out, you provide your results, and then you let other people test it too.
Mm. Yeah,
and that's how the scientific method is supposed to work.
Yeah.
You need confirmation for it to become beyond a theory to
to be solid, solid scientific fact. And even then, those theories can be challenged like no tomorrow. It's like, oh, by the way,
I mean, that's how it should be.
Yeah. And then
look, more Batman.
Yeah, I know, Lilith, but yeah, that's the thing is that when you fire a gun, it's the sonic boom when you fire the shot is the hammer when it slams, and then it's the pull the slide, because the whole
initial blast.
Yeah, the initial slide has to go back and front. So that's 3 sounds from the gun itself, and then it's the 4th if you count the body dropping. So Hollywood just it's like, okay, we're just gonna make this person dead, and nobody's gonna hear it fall, nobody's gonna hear the sound, nobody's gonna hear the gun doing other things. It's like, that's That's not how sound travels, and that's not how that works, fucker.
You want the truth?
You can't handle
I'm
the truth.
entitled to it. You can.
Okay, well, he did it better.
Of course.
And then, so you're just like, that's not how guns work.
You know, I've been waiting for Elder Scrolls 6.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta wait another 5 years.
Yeah, I know, because, well, they got bought out by Microsoft, I think.
Bethesda?
Bethesda?
Maryland. Maryland is now owned by Microsoft.
No. And, no, wait, it was the company that, yeah, wasn't it? Because Witcher, Fallout, and Oblivion were all under Buena Vista, right?
No, Witcher is owned by CD Projekt Red.
Oh, that's right.
They're the bastards that made
2077. Yeah, I know.
That's still being fixed.
Yeah, I know. And they're fixed.
I'm gonna play it on my new system when I get it built.
Good luck on that.
Get it built.
when you get it built, because right now they're just fucking with you, man.
I'm just trying not to screw up my next PC build. Is all I'm stating.
No, you're good.
I want certain pieces of hardware, and I can't buy them right now.
I know. It's like, damn it. I wanted to go to Japan, and Japan right now is like, oh, we're not letting foreigners in for tourism. Damn it.
I've been there 5 times.
Yeah, but I want
to go there.
But I've never
go there.
Yeah, I'm going. I want to go there.
Go there.
It's because I've
go there.
Because I've only ever been to Mexico, and I was a kid for all that time.
No. I mean, Japan is a fun place to go to, and I definitely recommend Pack Set Tours, run by a friend of mine.
Okay.
He has tours over there. Unfortunately, like the pandemic, has kind of fucked him over this last year and a half.
Oh well, pandemic's fucked me over too. So
I get that.
No,
it's an option to get over there with a group.
You know, I know. I'm just sympathizing with him. It's like, yeah, it kind of fucked me too.
No, I want him to succeed with his travel company.
Oh, I would love for him.
I want him to succeed.
Oh, I want everybody to succeed with what they're doing.
Yeah, no. I mean, some people shouldn't, but.
Well, I mean,
he has produced some pretty good guides.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a hold of if you're on one of his tours.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want me sharing it, so I can't do that.
Mm-hmm. No worries.
But, Akihabara, which I talked about before, he has a pretty good map there, and other locations that you go to for the tours. And you have the tour parts, and you have the free time parts, and you can go to different shops and do things. And there's markers on the map of key things that he's aware of. He's done a pretty good job at the locations we've been to.
Yeah, because I know my friend goes to one too, and that guy is a travel guide here in Texas, and then so they do most of their trips with that dude, and they did the Mario Kart thing before they decided to outlaw the thing.
What year was that?
2018.
Yeah, we did in 2015. Or sorry, 14.
Yeah. And everybody's like, no. Yeah, well.
I would say this. If you run into the back end of a truck on a Mario Kart, you're dead.
Yeah. Yeah, that's... like I told him...
So they actually outlawed that. I got to look that up.
I don't know. I think they did. I know.
I wouldn't be surprised. I would not have thought of that being safe.
Yeah, I don't think it was. I didn't think it was safe either. And it's like, but if you're a good driver, you're not in that terribly dangerous.
Well, you also have to deal with other people around you.
True. And then, unfortunately, most of these cars don't have like early detection technology.
No, there's like no safety with it.
Yeah.
you're pretty much exposed. You're in a fucking cart. You're in a cart that goes around a track, but you're on an actual real road.
Yeah.
Yep. No. Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Mario Kart Tokyo shut down.
Hmm.
That is a search term.
Yeah.
How am I not surprised? December 25th, NHK reported.
Yeah, I would imagine it would be shut down after a while.
Apparently, it was based upon Nintendo suing the cart company.
Oof.
So the cart company was basically
Doing it
not
without their
legal.
permission.
Yep. So
Okay.
it was a complete legal
Matter.
situation.
No.
And quite frankly, I still feel it's a safety situation. That's why I did not do it.
Well,
I have friends that did.
Yeah, I mean, but Americans we're idiots. We're
Oh, trust me, I know people that are idiots.
we're danger junkies sometimes. It's like, the hell, what's wrong with you, man?
Well, they had Go cams at the time too, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the GoPro.
GoPro.
Yeah, GoPro cameras.
Yep.
It's like, hey, we're gonna do this crazy thing. Want to join us? Hell no. Dang it.
Well, I'm definitely gonna check out Demolition Ranch because I kind of enjoy stuff getting blown up.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if he took the episode out, but I think there's one where he he fired a 50 cal, hitting an apple off a friend, and the friend just fainted from just standing there.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
It's like, yeah,
That's a little too much. I get the arrow thing on that. I get it.
yeah.
But his friend did that. I'm like,
yeah, I would have stopped after that.
his friend had more balls than the guy shooting.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, yeah, man, your friend had more balls than you at this point. But he's also doing like other stuff. Like he's renovating, I guess, the equivalent of a mansion for his family. It's like, okay, that's cool, and you've seen the stuff that goes into it, So like, if you're a person that like thinking of renovating your house and what have you, you can look at stuff and see what what goes into it.
It's definitely good to have videos for how to fix things. I mean, I've had to review plenty of that. I mean, over the years, before you had freaking catalog, right? How to fix something. It's in a book. Now you can watch a video, and you spend half of the time listening to them ramble. Like, I am so-and-so, and I'm going to talk to you today about how to fix X, Y, and Z. But I'm not going to tell you anything efficiently until I provide my spot.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, he still has to do sponsorship stuff. So he's not getting away from that if he wants to continue streaming and stuff.
Oh, no, and that's part of the streaming problem is you need to have
a
way to make money.
Yeah, and yeah, because my dad was asking about it. Like that, for you to do anything on YouTube, you need to stay on top of it. You need to. It's like a job. But the one that doesn't pay, it won't pay you for a while. You have to be at it for quite a long time.
Yeah, I skip over initial minute or two of video, and I skip over the end of a minute or two of video.
Yeah. And there are some people who use ad block that just block all the ads.
You can't block these from the videos.
Right.
Ad block also has the added problem of places like Washington Post and other news services where you can't even use the blocking apps.
Yeah, because it's like they're gonna want you to. Oh, you wanna look at our stuff? You gotta turn this thing off. Hell no.
The biggest problem, though,
Mm-hmm.
is my phone. I have a news streaming service,
Mm-hmm.
and anytime I go to the Washington Post or a few other news services, it
Mm-hmm.
basically prevents me from looking at their articles without paying for it.
Yeah.
And it's on an aggregation service, which
Mm-hmm.
means I can't read it on my fucking phone. So what's the point of posting it there?
Yeah, pretty much.
And then when you go look up the concept online, you can find 7 other sources.
Mm-hmm.
So why did I get that one source that I can't read that might be of interest to me? Or I can go read these other things.
That will
If you
give you
look
what you want, but you know.
Yeah. It's like if the Washington Post wants me to read their stuff, then they need to have advertisements in the page.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I don't know. The ad revenue thing is just has always been weird to me. It's
I don't click on advertisements on Google.
Yeah. I mean,
They haven't made a cent off me. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, the thing, because the thing is like I've never sit down for the commercial. Commercial times means bathroom break or go grab a snack. That's always been what commercials have been for. It's like I'm gonna go grab a snack. I'm gonna go, or I'm gonna go, go do my business, or
When you had 5-6 minutes of commercials, that was fine.
Mm-hmm.
These streaming services now have 30 seconds to 2 minutes of commercials.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't necessarily finish everything in that time.
Yeah.
And then you have actual just no commercial services, which is what everybody wants.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah.
I'm not judging it. I mean, commercials are important. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, but it's it's just like, again, as I said, it's like when I see those, like, commercial break time for to grab a snack, do this, do that, and then come back when the show's about to come back,
I can't grab a snack that fast, though.
Oh, that's you, man. But no, I've been here for a while.
That's the joke, though. If it's beyond just grabbing a bag of chips, it takes a little longer.
Yeah, right. Well, but it's generally I don't watch TV too much anymore, so I don't care too much. Generally, I will watch a movie that I've bought or something on YouTube. I stream
a lot of films and TV shows where I have no commercials.
Yeah, or I can just pause it and then go to the restroom, or pause it and go get a snack. Yeah, pause it, go get a drink.
You gotta have to pause it. Yeah. But the thing is that you can't see the current year or two of something, and you can't see certain movies that are in other distribution group.
Right.
So if you want to watch anything Disney, you kind of have to have Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm.
That includes Marvel at this point. That's a good example. There's others, but the point is that I would like to have a streaming service where I can see anything I want.
Yeah.
That's what I would like, right?
Yeah.
But case in point, Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
I have 5,000, 50,000 options, and all I see is the same 200 things.
Yeah.
I can't even see something new. I can't even cut something out that I've already seen.
Yeah, that's the thing with like Netflix. It's like, it's the same stuff.
I can't cut out something I saw 20 years ago that I don't even want to see again.
I
mean, that's how bad it is.
Hey, I don't want to see the Disney sequel, the Disney Star Wars sequels. It's like, but they're there. Like they never. It's like, why?
I would like to be able to reorganize what the streaming lists are.
Yeah.
I'd like to be able to reorganize, and I would like to explicitly list things that I like to move.
Mm-hmm.
I like to be able to list things that I like to be able to see.
Yeah, I mean, because the thing is I'm an '80s '90s kid, so I grew up on a lot of old action movies where just everything was exploding and you can just turn off your brain and have fun with the freaking thing. You know, it's like, oh, this is like,
And those are good films. They
you know,
are
yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger,
entertaining.
blowing up and killing a ton of people without ever having to stop to fire, to reload, or check what he actually blew up.
Yes, Commando, where his gun for 2.5 to 5 minutes has a belt of 6 to 8 inches, and it never moves.
I know.
Sequence.
I know. I was just watching it. I'm like, da 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 da. I was like,
I even noticed that.
Yeah, I finally noticed it when I was oh god, I was 14. I finally noticed it. Like, why isn't it getting smaller? Shouldn't he run out of bullets by now? You know?
No, he's the commando.
Yeah, I know. And I'm like, so my brain is finally catching up.
That's one of the ironies of God, Sylvester Stallone's Expendables.
Mm-hmm.
They play that game with Chuck Norris.
Mm-hmm.
Chuck Norris kills everybody.
Mm.
Arnold Schwarzenegger just shoots a fly of bullets.
Mm-hmm.
Bruce comes in, and I mean, they got all the old guys,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And they just kill everybody that they meet.
No, because they even had a joke about it in the movie too, where the Terry Cruz's character, I forgot his name. Is like he's pointing out, he's like, hey, check out my little minigun. It does this and Dolph Lundgren's character is like, yeah, you're gonna have maybe about 5 seconds of worth of shooting. This is like, give or take. And Terry Cruz's character is like, it's still gonna be great, and and then 5 seconds later the gun is empty, and so Lundgren's character is like, I told you, man. So I guess nowadays they're a little bit better about the amount of firing that happens.
Technically, no, they're not. They're not actually.
Yeah, because most guns...
I've watched quite a few things. I mean, Hollywood might have gotten smart about it for reloading, but TV shows haven't.
Yeah.
No, I watched some guy with a 9mm unload over 50 rounds.
Yeah, no, that's
never reloaded.
Unless you have an actual 50 clip barrel, which I seriously don't, considering the way people...
it was a standard clip.
Because most standard clips...
It was a standard clip.
Because most standard clips, depending on the gun, you're either going to have 7 shots, 12 shots...
it was the
18,
short mag.
18.
It was the short mag. It was not an extended.
Okay, so he's probably has somewhere between 7 and 10 rounds.
Yeah, that's what I would figure. And he fired over 30, 40.
30, 40 rounds.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous.
It wasn't 2 guns. It was 1 gun. Like, no.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah.
I like to count bullets in scenes now. I'm sorry. I've noticed. And I can't help the OCD on it.
Right? No, I'm just like, he should have ran out of bullets by now. Why is he still firing? It's like, what do you mean? It's an awesome scene. He's using a revolver that only carries 6 rounds in the damn thing. He should have ran out of bullets about 10 rounds ago.
There's more pews in the church.
Right? I'm like, I can understand if he has an extended mag. He reloaded from 10, he had 2-3 extra mags and he reloaded, but he's not gonna have 30 rounds in a small clip. That's not happening unless he's firing something smaller than a 22. Then it's like, that's not a gun, that's a PB gun. Yeah, and then like shotguns. are notoriously overpowered. I mean, I seen shotguns like boom, you're being thrown across the fucking room. I'm just like, that's not possible. And that's the thing it's a reaction and reaction. If you're finding something that can throw somebody that far back, it's gonna throw you back too, or it's gonna break your arm. One of the two. And then and so to have someone flying like that is just like yeah, you can get away with that in the movies, but in real life, you get shot with a shotgun, you're just gonna drop on the floor like everything else. And it's like Hollywood just likes to add the dramatic to it, and I understand that, but you got to point out to people this is just for dramatic effect. This is us having fun with it, fun with physics, because we know in real life this shit doesn't happen, And then and I think that's the thing, is that people tend to think that guns are like this super crazy freaking mystical weapon that can be silent as the wind, and as powerful as a cannon shooting cannonball round.
Problem is most people have never shot one.
Mm-hmm.
I have.
Yeah, I've shot.
You can't even tell what you're shooting at if you're not careful.
Yeah, because a shotgun, if you're not leaning in the right posture and you have it right, it'll throw you back. So.
Well, you always have to have the weapon position right with the shoulder.
Mm-hmm. Otherwise, you can bruise your shoulder, you can break your shoulder, you can do quite a bit of stuff wrong. Just people don't understand that you have to be trained for this stuff. You just can't pick up a gun and suddenly become John Rambo. It's like not happening, man. It's like, no, yes, that's how physics works.
Just not Nintendo Rambo. That game sucked.
Oh.
How do you go north? Press down. How do you go south? Press down. How do you go east? Press down. How do you go west? Press down. How do you get through this clump of bushes? Press up.
What the hell? Oh, I remember that. It was pretty much like the Friday the 13th game.
Castlevania 2 was better.
It's pretty much like the Friday the 13th game. But the thing is, because all of those, I think Rambo and even Friday the 13th and One and Heavy, they were all made by JBL.
Oh, God.
And they were notoriously bad for just spitting out stuff.
I thought it was JLM.
JLM? I think it was
JLN,
I think.
The angry video game nerd definitely talked about.
Oh yeah, he hates them. JBL, I think, or something like that. Or damn it, I forgot it too. I just know he hates.
I'm looking it up.
I just know he hates them with a passion.
Well, they produce a shit ton of quick bad games.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it's not on the level of E.T. I think. I want to say that.
It's actually beatable.
E.T.?
Yes.
It is?
It is.
Seriously?
My friend Jeff has actually beaten it.
Oh my god.
But the thing is, it's kind of like speed running.
Oh.
You got to have a perfect situation for the game not to fuck you over. It takes a lot of tries, is the point.
Nah.
You want to avoid the pits. You want to click 3 parts of the phone, and then you have to get back to a certain point to get beamed up to the mothership. It's actually a very simple game, but the problem is you have no idea where anything and everything is.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest problem with the game is
that's why the game is a failure.
Because it's not user friendly.
Millions of copies got buried in the desert, and they found the stash.
I know. I'm just like, how did you find the stash? It's like that.
People did research, and they figured out where it was buried, and they went out there and dug it up.
Wow!
And it wasn't just E.T. It was more bad games from Atari. I wish there was a video for that. I'll have to look it up.
There probably is. We just don't have it.
Oh. No, but that's the thing is shit happens.
Right.
It just does.
Yeah, it was crazy. I'm just like, it was so bad they had to bury the damn thing. It's like, oh god, man, what did you make, you monsters? Nah, I'm kidding. I mean, I'm surprised that Steven Spielberg didn't commit seppuku. Was that?
No, he wouldn't. The point is, the game was an extra. I mean, it was like a complete afterthought.
Mm-hmm.
They gave them 3 weeks to get the game done.
Oh wow!
It was a 3-week time frame. That's one of the ironies of the situation. They would have given them 2 months. It probably would have been a fine game.
Mm-hmm.
At the time.
For that time, yeah. In 2 months, there's no way you're gonna get that done.
Not with a modern game.
Not with a modern game. Modern games usually take about 3-4 years each, give or take.
Well, the good ones. If you want a simple one that's based on common things, they can do it within 6.
Or they just trying to spit something out like Modern Warfare and so on and so forth.
Well, it does help to have previous content you can build up.
Right. Well, the thing is that Modern Warfare has turned into a copy and paste.
I like the old World War II video games.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's where they started.
Yeah, they started with World War II.
and World War I sucks. Trust me. Nobody wants to fight World War I. World War II, much more fun from a military concept.
Mm-hmm.
But Modern Warfare and the Black Ops series, they were interesting.
Yeah. I mean, if you do the story right and it's compelling, it's like you deal with Soap and quite a few of the other ones. I forgot his name. Damn it, Captain Price. That's his name. I don't know. It's just, at this point, I think they kind of beat Russia over the head. I think they need to find a new enemy protagonist to deal with. Because it's just, after a while, it's like, yeah, everything Russia is just find something new, guys.
Well, the irony is I played a lot of old Wolfenstein and various FPS games, and I got pretty good at them, and I would come around a corner and take out a target.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually I got to the point where these newer games, it was a lot harder.
Right.
I mean, it wasn't Duke Nukem hard, but it was like, if you weren't looking and pointing at the right location,
mm-hmm.
you were getting shot at in less than 2 seconds.
Yeah, more or less. It's like you're getting shot. Do. And then, because Wolfenstein was like an alternate what if universe. Well, it became that.
Well, the original was World War II.
Yeah, it was World War II. And
then they came out with the 1960s alternate universe, and then they came out with the Young Blood, and then they came out with another one.
Yeah.
And those games aren't actually playable.
They're not fun. Especially when they try to do that co-op Young Blood one. It's like,
I mean, if anyone believes that the man in the high castle is the future, they're insane.
Mm-hmm.
the entire world was against Germany, Italy, and Japan. It was literally 3 countries, 4, maybe 5, against the rest of the frickin' world.
Yeah.
They were going to lose.
Yeah. And the thing is that America didn't join into like maybe halfway through.
Third, late 41. In July.
Something like
6th,
that.
1941.
Something like that, anyway.
The point is that the U.S. basically beat Germany under 5.
Yeah.
But the thing is that the Russians took the brunt of the deaths.
Yeah, pretty much.
But without U.S. aid, they probably would have lost. No, that's why I'm glad that fascism isn't winning. I mean, it's like, people scream about freedom and being able to do their own thing, but their behavior kind of proves otherwise.
Well, we're not gonna get into that. So, let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't play. I don't think I really played Duke Nukem. Actually, now that I think about it.
I played the first one. It was annoying.
I think the idea was to satire the entire 80s movie action star and so on and so forth. That's literally what he was supposed to be. I do believe. He was
a sexist pig.
Yeah, well, he was the satire of a movie hero, 80s, 90s movie hero. And he was a really bad one, though. Like he was the worst extreme of the idea. He's like, hey, I am an action star. No, you're not, man. You're an asshole.
I played Wolfenstein 3D, Part 1, all the way up through 6. I played Duke Nukem, Part 1. They made 2 other parts, but I couldn't really finish because you'd walk around a corner and get shot right. I mean, that's how bad that game.
Yeah.
I played something called Corridor 7.
Corridor 7? I don't think I've heard of that one.
Hexen.
Ooh.
I played Hexen. I played Rise of the Triad. That one I could actually beat, but couldn't find all the secret areas. Even with Wolfenstein 3D, I think Mission 4, I didn't find all the secret areas. There was one I could not find or get right.
Let's see. Because I played, I've also played Doom. And I played the original PC when it came.
I played Doom after I played Doom 2. That's the irony.
Yeah. Oh, you did it in reverse at the time.
Yeah. Well, Doom 2 came out. I'm like, oh, this sounds great. Let's play it. And I played that one to death. And then eventually Half-Life came out, which turned the scales. I mean, the problem with Doom and Quake is that you don't have full height control. And with Half-Life, you have under and above and around and curved surfaces and 3D type thing, right? It was still a little blocky, but it was better than what Doom and Quake did.
Right. And then, yeah, because like I know they did Doom 64. Let's see, then the new Doom and then Doom Eternal, and then it just turned into something I really couldn't play because I couldn't move fast enough to keep up with the pace. So I just eventually just like, okay, well, I'm done. It's like I'm done playing this. I'm done making a fool out of myself because I can't keep up with the pace.
Well, you just get older and it gets hard to play it.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah.
But to be fair, Doom 3 was actually kind of sluggish movement.
Yeah. And so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna stop playing this one because this one has gotten to the point where I can't keep up with the pace. And then da, 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 da. And so I paid it, and then it's like once I realized I couldn't beat it or have a really good time with it, I just, you know what, I'm just gonna watch this on YouTube and let somebody else play it. It's like, I can't do it. And earlier this week, I just realized that Mass Effect 2 is the shortest of the 3 games, and I'm like, I'm just realizing this now. That without any of the extra DLC stuff and what have you, this game is short. This game is about a day and a half worth of gameplay, and I'm like, oh, for love of. But the gameplay was fun. That was the biggest thing, you know. It's like short game, but it was still fun.
A lot of games can be pretty short, unfortunately.
Huh. Oh no.
And
Go ahead.
Well, there's a genre game called roguelite.
Mm-hmm.
And I personally don't like it because it's hard enough to get shit done right the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Die once, you got to start over again.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm here to enjoy a fucking game, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, no, if you do this wrong, you're gonna die a horrible death. Thanks, man. You've been a real help. It's like, well, it can't get any worse. Here comes a new challenger. Fuck.
A lot of times, like I mentioned with Civilization, is I need to be able to expand the power I have in order to control the map I have or the game I have. And with a lot of games, I feel like there's a lot of control limitation.
Mm-hmm.
You want to do the best you can to be successful, and the game mechanics prevent you from doing so. And Civilization is a good example of this. I've played many tower defense and other online streaming games that are like that too. But the problem is I found regular games that are intending to be played by people, and they behave like that too. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to continue to play this.
No, it's the one thing I've learned with Civilization is to never open your fucking borders. It's like, do not give them that luxury. It's like, yeah, no.
Yeah, you could not do that in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well, I don't know about 5, but
no,
it was definitely a problem in 3. I can tell you that.
Well, because in 5 I think I remember telling you that in 5 it's like I gave Montezuma open borders. Well, this fucker decided he was gonna take a settler. I didn't see it. He took a settler. He moved right into my territory. Puts one right in the middle of the whole damn thing. I had to start a war just to get the space back, and to get the resources back from that.
Your settler, isn't that a declaration of war?
No, he made a settler, and he pretty much ordered his settler to come into my territory. So he went past my 2 cities into a spot.
Okay, so he planted a settler in an open, non-controlled space by you. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's still happening. That's bad.
Yeah, because what I did is that I had 3 cities. I had 3 cities lined up, and they were essentially creating the border for my country, and that kept everybody out. So I had all the resources that were right there, and then and I let Montezuma have open borders. Well, like I said, the fucker just took a settler, walked in because I wasn't paying attention. Goes into the good spot, puts a city there, and I'm like, and that's when I learned never to give open borders to anybody. in that game. You're just like, okay, well, no more open borders for me. It's like, I'm not doing that crap again.
Yeah, outside of certain allies, it just seems worthless.
To open your borders
It-
is.
Yeah. Ironically, in like Gal Civ,
Mm-hmm.
you can open your borders. It's actually no problem.
Mm-hmm. And
Um,
I just, it's like, you can just see me making faces like, the hell?
because if you don't open the borders, you can't send a trading ship.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise,
Well,
they start getting very negative.
Well, because like open borders I get in Civ 5, it's just that it's open borders. They're allowed to walk through, and and because usually open borders means that okay, we're gonna take this settler, we're gonna go on the other side, but you're right here. We were asking you permission to open your borders so we can have this guy go all the way to the other end. And that's usually that's usually like because I've opened the border a few times in Civ, and I've never had anybody do that right up until Montezuma. Montezuma just like, oh hey, it's like, guess what, man? What? I'm taking this precious spot of resource from you. The hell are you? It's like,
No, at least in Civ, they won't enter your territory unless it's under war.
mm-hmm,
But in most 4X space games,
mm-hmm.
open borders is meaningless because their warships and their ships will just enter your territory.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's just I just found it as like the hell happened here, and then so you can just see me making faces and like, did he just it's like, yeah, he just cut through your border, put a city here, and just carried on like nothing was wrong. It's like, okay, well, man, I admire the fact that you have balls to do that, but you're not. This is not happening again. Let's see. How's it looking so far, guys? That just occurred to me.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
Only us in chat, though, apparently.
Yeah, I don't. Well, it says that 4 people are watching. I got 3 likes so far, and then so if you guys like what you're seeing, like and subscribe. I don't know. I guess we jumped on so many topics. That it's like people are like, we're lost. Yeah, I know. This is because I planned to just do art, and I didn't think of actual topics, so we're just jumping from stuff. And I over here and I tell Lorenzo like, hey, you gotta come up with stuff for to talk about in your streams, and I'm over here doing the exact opposite. Yeah, so when I get off of this, I gotta check out and see if that name is taken or not. And go from there. I don't know. Maybe figure out which one to do next, or do a redraw and find a more adequate, more action-oriented pose for her. But I could probably So I'll just finish the face and then okay. Because I meant to only be on for an hour, and we're about helming it on too. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night here. I should be doing another stream on Thursday. No, I'm sorry, not Thursday, Friday. And yeah, we'll see how things go. You all have a good night, and I'll see you on Friday.